Paddy.
Hi, Dean.
Hi, Paddy. Okay.
Good, mate. Yeah, probably not as good as you tonight. Hopefully, you can hear me over these lawnmowers. Apologies for that. But you and your players have had to take a lot on the chin these last 6 games, particularly. Give us your thoughts tonight. You must be so proud of those players tonight.
Yeah, I certainly am. And the glass of red wine will taste a little bit sweeter tonight as well. It hasn't tasted so sweet for a while. But no, yeah, really proud of the players because they gave it everything today. I said to them before the game, it's not the be-all and end-all game, but we're getting that way. And it's time for actions rather than words. And we wanted to get our fans behind us by putting in a performance and showing the energy and verve that we needed. And I thought we did that. And I said at half-time, I felt that Grant's block in the first minute just lifted everybody. It was, he put in a captain's performance where others wanted to follow him. And I thought we deserved to go in at half-time. I thought, you know, we were the better team in the first half, created some opportunities. We had a bit of fortune with the goal, a great ball underneath by Sarge. And when defenders are facing their own goal, you know, they can divert it in. And but Brandon, again, showed what a good player he is with a great interception and run, and set up Adam Idah, who I wanted him to follow up his positive performance on Wednesday with a good one today, and I think he did that.
Certainly did, yeah. I mean, that's a big moment in his career, first Premier League goal. Funnily enough, you said he would get a chance for West Ham. You felt you were seeing signs in the training that he was coming into what you wanted from him. And these two performances capped by that goal, he's really delivered for you.
Yeah, certainly have. And, you know, we've got a few players who have got potential like Adam. And, you know, it's our job to help them fulfill that potential. What helps us, you know, as well as anybody, it's been tough the last 6 games, not scoring, losing the games. And, you know, we've been battered a little bit from all quarters. So it's nice when we've got the leaders back in the team, like the likes of Tim Krul, Grant Hanley, Timu Pukki, Ben Gibson, just leading them players and helping and guiding them. And I thought the team spirit in the second half was outstanding. And that is the thing that pleased me the most.
Did it almost feel that was probably back to the first 2 games for you here, Southampton and Wolves, in terms of the intensity and the energy, and the crowd fed off that as well? You know, Carrow Road was a very difficult place today for the opposition.
Yeah, it was, and that's what we said. I still feel that, you know, the last 2 home games against Aston Villa and Arsenal wasn't a true reflection of us as a team. I think we've showed better than that. You know, certainly in the Southampton, the Wolves and Manchester United games. And I thought today was more getting back to that. And, you know, and that's still without, you know, 4 or 5 centre midfielders who hopefully will start coming back over the next couple of weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of those today, you know, Kenny McLean, was that an illness thing?
Yeah, he's isolating. So, you know, he had to miss today. And obviously, Billy Gilmore's back at the club, which is good. So he's been handed over now to our medical department. And I'm hopeful he'll be a couple of weeks. Matthias Norman is back running now, pain-free. So we're hoping he'll be 2 or 3 weeks as well. You know, so we're getting some bodies back, which is good, because it looked like the walking wounded at the end of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a bit like a casualty ward there at the end. I know it's just after the game. What can you tell us, Max and Brandon? And it looked like Tim Krul came off there holding his shoulder as well.
Yeah, so Max should be fine. I think he just he took a dead leg or one in the glutes, and Brandon had cramp in his calf. But Tim's the more worrying one because, you know, it was his shoulder. So we'll have to wait 24 hours and before we get any update on that. But he's a big one for us, so we're hopeful that he comes through okay.
And talking of shoulders, I mean, it looked like, I mean, as you say, Hanley was everywhere at the back there today. The amount of headed clearances led by example, but still troubled a little bit with that shoulder. There was one challenge there on the halfway line in the second half where he got up and he was holding the shoulder, but okay, is he?
Yeah, no, he's okay. You know, he's going to get pain in there for a while. He's been having injections to get him through games, but, you know, we've got one more big game against Watford before we get a bit of an extended rest for him. And hopefully then he won't be needing any injections after that.
You're on mute, Paddy.
Sorry, mate. Just as you say there, Dean, final one from me. Watford next. Clearly, the way your team performed today, they still believed. But you look at the table tonight as well. I know there was 1 or 2 didn't play. You're above Burnley, you're above Newcastle. It just, as you said on Friday, it shows that you're still in and around it and there's plenty still to play for.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I've not looked at the table for a couple of months, so I've just concentrated on the next game. That's all we can do, and try and get points. And they've been hard to come by, but hopefully we're turning the corner. And as you say, big game next week against Watford now.
Cheers, Dean. Well done tonight. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Paddy.
Cheers, Paddy. Okay, Mark Irwin, please. Next, Mark.
Hi, Dean. 60 defeats in a row, and people were pretty much writing you off. Do you now starting to believe that you look at that table and you're 18th on the table, which is the highest you've been all season, and it's not out of your grasp, is it, to get out of this?
No, we've always had belief in the dressing room, but when you're losing games and not scoring goals, it can knock the stuffing out of you. We've had a few digs from all quarters of the country at times, but we've won 2 more games than 2 of the teams who are now below us, I believe. So, I think it's been unjustified a little bit, the criticism that we've had. The Christmas period that we had wasn't a true reflection of the football club. Unfortunately, we were key players missing. We were decimated and having to play centre midfielders at centre half and not even being able to fill our bench with 2 keepers on it. So it wasn't a true reflection. And, I feel that today is more a true reflection of getting your more experienced players back. And that will certainly give us a lot more belief.
Thanks, Mark. Okay, Paul McInnes, please. Paul.
Hi, Dean. For a lot of people, this might be the first time they've seen a bit of Idah today. Can you tell us what kind of a player he is?
I think ourselves and Adam are still finding out what type of player he is. He's a lad who's got an awful lot of potential, physically strong. He's just starting to learn how to use his body, but I thought he'd done really well today using it, and he's got a great touch. He can finish. I felt he turned down a couple of opportunities on Wednesday against West Ham, but he's certainly his first Premier League goal was well deserved today, and there's an awful lot of potential that we want to try and help him fulfil, and I'm sure we can.
Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Paul Rowan, please. Paul.
I was just going to another quick question on Idah, if you would, Dean. How good a player can he be?
As I say, we're still learning about him, about his game, and he's still learning as well. I know he made his 50th appearance on Wednesday, but an awful lot of them have been from the bench. He's had 2 starts now, and I think both of them have been positive. So, we'll take small steps with him, but we'll certainly help him try and get to the top of the game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Michael.
Cheers, Dan. Well done, Dean.
Thanks, Michael.
One for each end of the pitch, if I may. The goal conceded, is there anything that you would have liked to have seen done about that, or was that just a wonderful finish from Richarlison?
I think it was a wonderful ball as well. Sometimes I think you just have to say well done to the opposition. We defended the first corner really well, and the second phase came in with a great half volley cross and an overhead kick. So, without looking back at it, when I look back, I can always find some kind of faults, but sometimes you have to say very good goal. But I was really pleased with the spirit to keep the ball out of the back of the net today, and it had to be something special to score today.
Yeah, it's probably better reviewing those when you've scored 2 yourselves. And in terms of the attacking play in these 2 games, West Ham and today, it looks brighter watching it. What are the bits that are pleasing you that you are seeing your team do now?
I think the energy we're showing, we're making better decisions. There was at times I felt we were playing too much in front of the opposition and allowing them the chance to win the ball back in our half. Now we're making better decisions when to play and when we feel the space is in behind. And, with Timu Pukki and Adam Idah, you've got willing runners. And, that's not mentioning Rashika and Josh Sargent, who I thought came back and, put in really good performances today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Dean.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. And then finally, Ben, please. Ben Bloom, anything? No? Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you.